Another classic power trigger trade win in Tesla inside of Power Group Trades coming right up.
Power target trades, power trigger trade.
On March 16th, I posted this plan on March 16th, so one day before the trade. Tesla, we will look to use the March 25 920 calls. I will post the buy stops for this plan as I see this trade. Finally, some proper price action has shown up today. That was bullish. The chart plan explains more facts. So basically on March 16, we had some good action, right? And this plan was for March 17. I posted it in the evening. In this case, because I felt it was very bullish, we closed the day. So if we click into the chart, I'm going to click into the chart here. You can see this is March 16th. And here's the 920 calls. The cost was $520 on the close of March 16th. So Tesla set up the test 970 to 1000. March 25, 920 calls is what we will use. Tesla needs to break above 866, but I will post a buy stop. So basically, we waited for, it ended up that the way the price action was, we waited for that. So I'll show you for the 866. So here's March 17, right? The market is opening. I made an 8. So SPY. So the market is starting weak in our case. This makes things easier and does change the pivots for Tesla. It didn't change the pivots. That's just I thought we'd be able to get easy. It just did not work that way. So I'll show you what we did. So Tesla, we first started buy stops at 980. Remember, they were at 530. You can go back to the, so almost about 100%. But we put them on. It doesn't matter. Watch why we got our 280% in our runners, right? In classic power trick trade, what we usually do is we bank 50% on 100% gains, and then we hold the runners for max gains. That's the style we do for this type of trading that we do. If we can get those runners to pay. And not all the time they do, but a lot of times they pay monumental. We had an example 2K to 27K run, all step by step. Okay, anyways. Tesla, for today, we want over 866 as Tesla's move up is not strong enough via the rules. So I prefer 866. So 8:14 p.m., I'm still saying we need 866. Tesla, now moving buy stops to 9 for the March. So I moved them down a bit. Okay. Now, here it is. It still wasn't confirming. Tesla was moving up that day slowly. However, I call this chop building, but it was following the rules. I says for Tesla for today, it is very important we break 866 for confirmation. The way things have happened, so moving stops to 960, I actually moved them up now. Because Tesla, the way it moved up, the option value didn't drop enough for it to confirm at an 866. We actually even paid even higher for that. So you can see here at 1:36 p.m. update, Tesla is at 856 and our ask 910 bid 895. Now we go by based on the bid on confirmation. Okay. So you can press pause and click here. Look at other things. This was the solely trade we focused on. Tesla confirming with the March 25 920 calls at 996. Actually, it was 10. I thought it was 996, but when I looked at the thing, it was 10. So $1,000. Okay. Yes, we had our stops at at 980, but there's a 20-cent spread from the bid hitting to the ask, and therefore it costs $1,000 per call. I said if we had the 960, then 980, but we didn't. Tesla also confirmed with a chop up, power nice and tight. Right now, this plan could be a hold into next week if all goes well. And Tesla, a good sign is building above 866 in our case, the high end, the way we confirmed, but this is also good above 862. So now I'm giving the key pivots we need to hold. So we need stops to support this. We put them at 6. We never needed that. It did go about $1 against at most, so it was a very solid trade. For the March 25 920 calls, it gives this extra room, as 854 is good as well. But we never needed it. It actually never really stayed below 866 very much. We're going to go into the charts later. I'm going to show this. Tesla seems to be chopping up higher, and as long as it keeps following the rules, should be higher end of day. We are back quickly over 866 at, like I said, there was so I'm updating. Yep, Tesla following the rules. This will be a whole type play as long as the rules are followed, chopping up, and then we get a pop anytime. We did get that pre-market. Okay, so we're gonna basically from start to end, I manage the plans, support, stops, and of course we look to take profits at 100% gains. All right, so Tesla looks good for tomorrow. This is towards the end of the day. As we stayed above 866 very well. Right now into the close bullish, and we closed at 871.98 area, okay? March 18, Tesla doing well. Considering the SPY is down 400 points, we remain near or above 866. Exactly right now at 867 area at 8:47 a.m. Support for us staying 866, then never need any of these things. Tesla, a nice power came in, a pop from 864 to 870 at 9:25 a.m. That's pre-market. So basically on March 16, this just took off. Right? So we didn't need no stop. Any stops we never needed. We didn't need any stops. By around okay. So at 9:53, we move stops to 8:20. Okay, so we're still not making. We still need. Then we move them to 10. It's moving up. You can see here, Tesla. Since we broke 890 and now at 895, and our calls hit 1645, we can move stops to 10. So finally, we move stops to break even. But we were looking to bank 100%. See. Here's what I said to people. Look to bank 100% gains as soon as options hit 20 and hold runners at 10. Looking to hold this into next week for those 960 to 1. Even that day, which was a Friday, I had to go to the dentist. Basically, I left stops because we banked in the afternoon. So Tesla doing well, holding for the big picture move. So basically on March 18, we banked 100% via the stops, right? So stops move up. The stock continues to hold key levels. You can see, for example, what I said here. Tesla, since we broke 890, and now at 895 and our calls hit 1645, we can move stops to 10. Okay, so anyways, basically we move stops until Tesla, we left them there until we could bank, because it was very close to hitting 18 before 10:30, but not close enough. We had to wait more towards the afternoon. Okay, so you can see here, I came back, we banked 100%. Right now at 1:35 p.m., our calls are at 1950. That day we went as high as 2070. So we banked 100% gains and we held our runners. And I suggest we keep, and you can see what I do. I suggest we keep stops at 13. We didn't even need them that low, but I left them that way. Tesla building well, and this could keep chopping up. And this is what it did. Out of 5 plans from December big win, we had 4 wins and 1 small loss in Tesla compared to the wins. Tough market. Yeah, we did really good with Tesla. All avoiding a lot of problems. Tesla support bullish to be above 890 to 880 still remains, and we've built strong above this. Going to make another plan for Tesla. Now that's the thing. I'm going to explain to you what happened on March the 20th. I decided I was going to make another plan and hold the runners and get into another plan. But then I decided to change. I said, I think we will wait for the new Tesla plan and just focus on our runners for today. But depending on things, how things will go, I will change my mind. Depending on, okay, so basically, I will change my mind depending on how things will. Our runners, we have the most advantages. Our runners, again, pre-market, we're at $2,600 as Tesla was in the 918 area. So you can see then it opened at 9:27 p.m. I suggest we use stops at 17. We never really needed them, but prepared. March 21, 9:37 a.m. Tesla. Since Tesla is now 9:34, our calls are at 35. We move stops to 22. Okay. Tesla hitting 9:40. The market sure changes quick from pre-market. Our calls have hit 40 as Tesla is at 9:40 area. We can move stops to 28 now for the March 25, 9:20 calls. Another super successful win held for days via the rules in classic power trigger trade style, step by step. And you can see then we were stopped out at 28 as the market pulled back. I'm just going to share a couple of gifts from really serious members, David and Bruce. So there's one from Haley, but here's Wing, which is known as David, a long-term thing. You can see what he says here. Sandro, thank you for leading the group to the latest Tesla win. Your step-by-step guidance makes all the difference in these difficult market conditions as you keep moving us into the sunshine with max gains. Saeed here, we're going to go talk, then we're going to look at Bruce. Again, another great, so right here, Bruce. Right? And we have other members that send gifts, but we'll have what Bruce says. You have to be opportunistic when you put money to work, and that's what Sandro's Tesla plans are. Thank you for a great plan. Right, there's the gift that he sent me. All right, so here I'm in an options chart. We're going to go to the 16th, okay, and you can see. These are and you can look over here in the box. If you look at the arrow, you can see on the top of the box there's a Tesla March week 4. Those are the 920 calls, the March 25 920 calls, okay? And on the 16th, you can see that the open was 266, the high 555, and the close 520. Now remember, we paid $1,000 for confirmation, okay, which happened here. You can see we opened at 415. And the high that day was 11:15, and it closed at 10. So on the 17th, we were just, break even. Then this is the day where we banked on Friday. You can see on March 16, you see the open 10:15, high 21.65, low 9.40, and close at 20. Okay, so we closed at 20, and here's the day we cashed out. Okay, we opened at 23.85. The high was 40.53, the low 18.84, and the close was $2,400 per call. Still, this has gone up a bit more today. Okay, I'm making this video at 11:53 a.m. But I'm covering here. We are already out. It is still going. So it was a solid trade, all step by step. All right, welcome to Power Trigger Trade. Confirmation is key. Right here is my YouTube channel. Click on it. Check out more of our great wins we had in Tesla for this year and other years, and other great plans. It's right here. You can find that link right over here. And if you want to look to becoming a member inside of my group, which is Power Group Trade, which is free, this video explains how to do that. So click on this video. It explains how to become a member inside of Power Group Trades. Just listen to that video and follow the instructions. I look forward to helping those serious for success. The market is difficult and requires I talking about grinding with skill, grinding me around, right? Because you want to catch those great gains, but you've got to wait for them. When they come, you have to be ready for them, right? So it's a grind with skill. I take this very serious. It's a free group. I look forward to helping those serious for success. If you aren't making these type of decisions, um, being in this group can help you really improve your game as well, because you learn a lot. And in my videos, you see a lot of information. This is a very in-depth video, step by step of what we did. I posted. We took action. 280% gains on the runners. This hasn't been our biggest win, but it was a great win in these market conditions. Have been very difficult, and we did get a good. This is pretty good directional move. It's been 4 days moving in the direction, but it stopped us out. We got stopped out, and still great gains. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe.